that song.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1068. Hey, that's the year I was born. 1968. Oh, why did I give that information out? Dang it. Hey, it's Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valentino, the last place on Earth. Today it's Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster, plus the return of the much-loved segment, Mike's Daily Podcast. Into an interview / Mike on Mobile, where I'll be speaking to the wonderful San Francisco band, The Go-Ahead. Mike's Daily Podcast. Hey, it must have been love, but it's over now. That song got into my head. Somehow I spoke with an awesome original band called The Go-Ahead. They play awesome music, which you'll hear on the show today, my friend. After the interview, I walked 10 miles around San Francisco. Mike's Daily Podcast. I ended up at the Hotel Utah, where I ate tater tots and a sloppy joe. Mike's I talked to a lovely Daily 20-something nurse from Texas podcast for half an hour. Yeah! I was entranced, but she didn't feel the love power. She disappeared with her girlfriends into the ladies' room, where they did drugs. You know, I'm not going to pass judgment, but they did drugs. And then she walked out, and I was like, hey, it was good talking to you. And she's like, huh? And then walked, I don't know. Another surreal night in San Francisco. But you're going to hear a little bit of the wonderful times that I had with the wonderful band known as The Go-Ahead. In just a moment, but first, look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. How y'all doing?
It's Disgruntled Fiddle Player, tell you what.
What?
Why didn't y'all have them come to Cafe anyways?
It's Cafe Anyway, not Cafe Anyways.
Well, why don't you have them come here? We could have had some delicious squirrel steak.
Well, first off, that's disgusting. And second off, actually, no, that was pretty good when you made it that one time.
I know.
Mike, you shouldn't eat that stuff. It's full of chemicals and dihydroxides. Uh-huh. Well, next time. They definitely are going to be back on the show. But let's listen to some of their music and talk to them. But look what's walking in.
Hello, Mike. It's behind the Brewmaster.
Brewmaster, I didn't invite them because I didn't want them to drink your root beer and die.
That's all right. I'm not offended or anything. I'll cut you.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so let's get to that interview right now. And into an interview, Mike on Mobile with the wonderful band, The Go-Ahead.
Into an interview. Mike on Mobile.
Dada, don't drink that coffee. It's got a leaf in it.
It's the most beautiful leaf I've ever seen. It's a leaf made with love from my drummer, Chris Kelly.
Wow, that sentence doesn't get uttered very often in the world of bands, does it?
No, I can't say that it does.
How many drummers make amazing coffee?
Just one.
Yours! For the band, The Go-Ahead. I'm talking to Kaina. I also have Alex here. He's the bass player.
How's it going, everybody?
I met him first. He told me, look out for the guy with the afro and the leather jacket. And the mustache. So he looks super cool. How long, The Go-Ahead, did it get together?
So Josh and I have been playing together for about 16 years now. We started playing bass and guitar at the same time and had the same teacher. So we've been playing together since we were like 13 in middle school kind of thing. And then we met Chris also through our teacher, because our teacher taught bass, drums, guitar. And we met him. We knew who he was in high school and stuff like that, but we never really hung out with him. And then Chris and I both started at SF State, and that's when we started hanging out and playing. And then I transferred down to Santa Cruz where Josh was going, and then we all started playing together as Jesus and the Rabbis down there as like a jam band instrumental kind of thing. And then 7 years ago I met Kaina, and then 6 years ago I asked her to join the band.
But I first knew Chris because I transferred to SF State, and so I was hanging out at Chris's house all the time, and then that's how I eventually met Alex. Yeah.
So some cool schools.
Yeah.
We have UC Santa Cruz and San Francisco State. those are some of the finest, wonderful. They're not like party schools, are they?
No, not really. I don't know much about Santa Cruz, but SF State's a commuter college, and so there's not that much partying to be had locally. But we always found a way, I'm sure, you know. But I loved that school. I really love San Francisco State.
They're in beautiful locations too. I should say the location. We're at the corner of Howard and something. First. So there's a bunch of construction. They're building buildings, and I'm talking to the Go Ahead. When I hear the name the Go Ahead, I think of you guys being like really nice, and we're in line, and you're like, no, go ahead, just go ahead of me, like paying it forward, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we are all about paying it forward. To be honest, I think we would all very much let someone in need cut in front of us in line, or if there's a gray area of who got into line first, 100% all of us would be like, go ahead. I'm confident in that.
That is so cool. But is there a story behind the name?
It was the first one that we all could finally agree upon.
Right. And it came out with Josh and I we were all kind of like not arguing, but like quickly discussing possibilities of band names. And I was like, we just need to pick one and like give it the go ahead. And then Josh was like, how about the Go Aheads? And then we just decided to take the S off.
So it is not the plural, the go-aheads, like the go-betweens. Right. It's the go-ahead singular. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Like it's like a noun. Yeah. Singular noun.
Yeah.
If I remember English.
If I knew more about grammar, I'd agree with you.
Well, I'm going to play the song No Apologies first.
Awesome.
You made a cool video to it. And it starts with this thunderous jam going on. That's what I wrote here.
Yeah.
I now know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Alex gave me the look of like, what is he talking about? So then I reenacted.
There's like this kind of thing going on at the beginning, right. And then who do you write the words then, or
for No Apologies? Yes. Sometimes Alex will come up with a full song, and those are. Yeah, we don't really have too many of those right now. He just finished one that we're all working on right now. But for the most part, I write my own lyrics. Yeah.
Wow, and that was inspired by anything?
No Apologies? Oh my gosh, was it inspired? Yeah, it was inspired by me driving away in angry tears from my now ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. I love that. That's like the Steven Tyler said the great thing about songwriting is you can get mad at someone and write a song about them, and he said, I'll fix your ass. I wrote a song about you. And I don't know why Steven Tyler just came to mind, but yes, that's great. And Adele did it too, and made a huge album out of it.
Adele's a little more universally relatable though with her word choice, and she's so heartbreaking. Oh my gosh, yeah, Adele is the queen of heartbreak. I was trying to be because we didn't break up yet, so I guess I was trying to be a little more vague. But yeah, he's very well aware that 4 of our songs are exactly about him. But one of them's a good happy one though. So.
Oh. But does he know that song is a happy one about him?
Yeah, he knew that was about him.
Oh. So
he's very aware that the album is about him.
Oh man! So this guy's got a big ego then?
No, surprisingly, he doesn't. He does not. He's a great guy. It just didn't work out. We just heard a little bit of No Apologies. I'm speaking with the Go Ahead, and I'm talking to Kaina and Alex. Kaina has this awesome David Bowie shirt on. Thanks. Yes, I do. It looks very cool. I knew you were like the lead singer of a rock band when you showed up with that. Yeah. I try to at least show up to interviews looking like a rock star. Usually I have my hair in a bun and it sweats all day because I'm a nanny. So, oh, okay. You're a rockin' nanny. I'm a rockin' nanny. I rock-a-bye those babies.
Wow, so you guys both you rockabye the babies. Yeah.
The babies. Yeah.
You sing them a lullaby.
Emphasis on the rock, you know?
It's like a lead, you want to be rocked to sleep by a rock star.
Yes, my stardom in rocking comes from two directions.
Rock stars. Anyway, hey, so you were known as Jesus and the Rabbis. I have to ask you about that name.
It was one of those things where in middle school, me and friends were joking around and coming up with random band names, and a friend of mine thought it would be funny if there were a band name called Jesus and the Rabbis, and I agreed with him, and then I started Jesus, and I'm like, I changed it to Jesus just to put a little stank on it. I don't know. And that's the thing I see in your notes. It's written, "Hey, Zeus."
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I kind of regret not doing it that way.
Yeah, hey, Zeus.
Well, that was our album then, right?
Well, Hey Zeus, yeah, that was the album when we released it under that name, yeah.
But now the go-ahead. And how was South by Southwest?
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It's always so nice to be surrounded by people that are in the same boat with you, and it is inspiring. It can be very overwhelming because you feel like you're this tiny little speck in this huge sea, but that is exactly what you are, so why not feel that way? And you meet so many wonderful musicians. We had a great time. It's a great thing to be so immersed in being in a band and just having to hustle every day to get to our shows, and it was wonderful. There were a couple moments of drinking too much.
That sounds like a good South by Southwest experience.
Yeah, it was a great one.
What I found really interesting about it is like I agree with kind of like there's this feeling of camaraderie because you're with all these other bands that are in the same boat as you and kind of the same spot in this ladder that is rock and music kind of thing. And but even going to see some of the bigger bands that have official spots at South by, like they're still struggling just as much. They're still hustling. They're still like show, like and it was a nice moment for me at least, being like, okay, when we get there, we're still going to be doing what we're doing now, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, there will always be South by Southwest.
Right. Yeah.
Was that the guitarist Josh that walked by?
That certainly was. That was Josh Hertz.
Oh, awesome. And so we have the whole band here.
The whole band is here right now. Chris,
Josh, Alex, and Kaina I'm speaking to. Oh, I wanted to play the song Just Fine.
Okay.
That's the happy one.
No. That's like the at peace one. Eventually you come to peace. No, the happy one is the first one. It is written.
Oh. But clearly pay attention to your lyrics and content.
Just Fine was actually the most heartbreaking one for me to write, and it was a strange way how it even got written, because it wasn't this intentional thing that we all sat down and did. It was kind of pieced together, and I remember sobbing in my hallway, singing out loud, and just anything that was coming to me I was singing, and it ended up being this is one of my favorite songs, but I didn't realize my roommate was home, and I was sobbing and singing really, really loud in the hallway. And then I think he knew to stay inside and not embarrass me, luckily.
Wow, Kaina, that's a fantastic story. You were just belting it out, but it was in its development stage then. Mm-hmm. And your roommate, he was freaked out. Did he run for his life? What did he?
No, he's legitimately understanding of who I am at this point. But I'm sure if that happened when I had just moved in, he would have been a little freaked.
And now there's this awesome song that came from it that he witnessed the beginnings of.
Yeah, I hope he feels that way about it.
You guys really play well together. See, I wrote that down. No, but it's a pleasure to watch a really good, tight rock band performing, and it's like rock magic. What's it feel like when you're performing live and you're doing all the fantastic singing, and he's doing the bass and the drum and guitars are going on, and there's things, and then there's little fairies flying around.
The
and
fairies, we pay them independently though, so they're not technically part of the band.
The rock fairies.
The rock fairies. I'm sure it's very different for a bass player versus a singer, but for me it's very cathartic every time, and then I feel so in love with them. As when we play a really great show, or even when we mess up on stage, it's like this little smile that only us are feeling, and it's just there's such a feeling in my chest about them, and so it really feels. Oh my God, I'm like.
This coffee was spiked with tears of happiness.
Yeah.
So kind of cries a lot, like a lot. But I mean, for me,
I didn't bring any tissue, but we are near a coffee place, so I can run in and get those.
It's okay. I can keep the tears at bay.
They probably have those napkins that they made right out of like the recycled thing. I love those. They don't soak up anything, but
right. No, we can just have Alex start talking, and he'll kind of kill any sentimentality.
Go for it, Alex. Kill it.
I mean, no, like for me, when playing live, it's one of those things where I think that's one of the times where I feel most comfortable, and just also like I get to do it with my best friends. Like I've been playing with Josh for, like I said, like 15, 16 years, so that just feels completely natural to me. And like playing with Chris, it's always super fun being the rhythm section. We have that little bond together. So like when we're playing at shows, you'll probably see me like turn my back to the audience, and it's just me and Chris kind of like looking at each other and jamming out and laughing and making faces and stuff like that. Like, and then it's just always super fun when kind of like, because she's all over the place, but like when she comes over to me and like rocks out with me and then rocks out over with Josh, like it's always just super fun. Like it's something that there's no other feeling that I can describe playing live, kind of thing. Like, and like really playing like hard and like just doing it with everything that you can, kind of thing.
Well said.
I guess it's right that we had to end, but really I'm just saying the words that you meant. I don't know if I truly believe them in my head, but I truly believe them in my head, but I'll do just fine to pretend.
Wait, what is that? Your sweater? I just noticed. Fat Records.
Fat Records.
Oh. Fat Record. Is that how they spell? I never.
You got there. You did it.
I never see. I am such a square. I never saw the logo. I've heard of Fat Records, but
that's an Alex thing.
Well, now I know. You've inducted me. Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
No better person to induct me. That didn't sound right. Whoa! Someone is gonna crash. Checked out. Checked Out. I was gonna play Checked Out. I wrote here great intro because it has this great like opening, and then your beautiful vocals come in, and then it becomes a song. It's an awesome song with parts.
Yeah, I guess like when coming up with that one, we were kind of thinking of it as we always like to try to build with a tune kind of thing, like start simpler, and then as it progresses, that's when you can add a little more detail and that kind of thing. So like with Checked Out, it just starts with the drum beat, and then Josh comes in, and then finally I come in, and then Kinda comes in, and that's when it really starts to get rolling kind of thing.
Well, anything you want to add, Kinda?
I think it's collectively the group favorite song.
Yeah,
I think
of
so.
Of the album, I agree with that. Yeah, that's my favorite to play of the four.
To play, yeah. It's really great. It's really great to play.
We're here in San Francisco at some street corner, Howard and First. That's it, yeah. And people skating by on on skateboards, and it's interesting because I showed up here. Alex told me to meet him, and then little did I know that also the drummer was here, Chris.
Little did we know too. He wasn't supposed to be working right now, so.
And that's the lead singer, kinda. And we also have Josh, the guitarist, here.
Yeah, also not supposed to be here. We were actively hoping they wouldn't be. You know, we were really hoping that we could just get a day away, but never can.
That's why it's a band. You band together.
I'm kidding. I love them so much.
What was it like producing this EP, which is called Cycles? And it's been recently remastered.
Yes. Anything that you're playing should be the recently remastered version.
I'm doing that because Hot Angela gave it to me.
Yeah.
Angela, man, that's our girl.
She's got the cool dyed tips.
Oh yeah. She's got a lot of cool things about her.
Yeah, it was really actually finally meeting her in person out in Austin during South by, because before then it was just emails and phone calls, and that was really it. And then we finally got to put a face to the name kind of thing, and we had fun out there with her. She's a blast.
She's a total blast. It makes sense that she is, that we gravitated towards her, that she came into our universe because we're very like people.
The only problem is if you follow her on Instagram, you get really hungry because she's always taking pictures of beautiful food.
She's a foodie Instagrammer, huh?
Totally. But anyway, yeah, producing this album, what was it like?
It was great. We went to Retox Records. Our friend Mike Brodus, who's the drummer of Periscope, which is a San Jose-based band. He has a home studio that we recorded in, and it was only our second experience recording. And he really did a great job with us, and he has these great little dogs, these little dachshunds, little wiener dogs. Oh my god! And they would just bury themselves in Chris's sweatshirt while so he looked pregnant with dogs. It was great. It was the best. But again, it's just super cool to be so focused on being in a band together, and so it was just us all in this studio and really collaborating and really thinking of new ideas and just bouncing ideas off of each other, giving ourselves the complete space and time to really focus. It's easy to be very distracted outside of a studio situation. So
wow, so you focused on the music. The little dachshund helped you focus.
Good morale.
And you said San Diego?
San Jose.
San Jose.
Yeah, San Jose.
Wow, okay. And how long did it take? Was it a couple weeks?
No, it was 3 days, and then you went back and did some just vocal sessions, right?
No.
Oh, it was just 3. You're right. Yeah, it was just 3.
You don't remember me screaming and crying?
How is that different from yesterday? So
yeah, he forgot, but then you just reminded him, so now he remembers.
It was 3 days in the studio, and we banged it out, and it's one of those things where at that time we had been playing the songs for so long that we knew them backwards, forwards, sideways, and every which way.
Hey, look, it's the drummer!
Hi, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hi, Chris. How are you? You sound like one of the characters at the Mike's Daily Podcast. Benita, the rodeo queen, says he didn't listen to one of my podcasts, did he?
No, and Chris is also the most terrified of interviews of everyone in the band, so I think he's probably very uncomfortable right now. No, that was easy for him.
He went all Texan, though, just then, with the hi, y'all.
He's pretty stuck in Austin right now, It's he was really moved and just has been carrying around the vernacular since. We can't stop it.
I've carried around a vernacular. Damn things are heavy, man. It's just, I don't know, at my age. But what? Oh my God, there's a cute brunette right in there. Did you see? Good heavens.
We can't all look right now because that would be very obvious.
She looks like a TV star. You do too.
Really?
You're
actually, I am a web TV star. No, I'm kidding. But I did do a web series for.
What? In all my research, I never found this story.
Yes. Cross-pollinate my talent.
Be a bee and cross-pollinate your video world.
I worked with a director named Serena Schuler and her company Lipstick Productions, and she did it's a short sort of episodic. There are 5 episodes in it, and it's all about the engagement process and just like the different things that come up that are really annoying and frustrating and hilarious. So I'm in 3 of those episodes.
Were you the one getting engaged?
Let's see, one of them I was already engaged, another one I was a floozy, and then the third one I was already engaged planning the seating chart. So it's called Cakewalk Series.
Cakewalk Series by Lipstick Productions?
Yes.
I love this name.
I know, right?
Wow. I could totally see you doing comedy. Because you have an actress has to be able to do the crying and the laughing and everything, and you've worked through all that.
Yeah, I've been doing improv with my group Narcissists Anonymous for about 5 years now.
Hold on, I have to drop the phone. Narcissists Anonymous? Oh, I think I broke it. Narcissists Anonymous? This is an iPhone though, and dropping it, you probably won't even hear anything because it blocks out Steve Jobs was nuts about audio. Okay, so you said Narcissists Anonymous?
Yeah, Narcissists Anonymous. We do improv comedy, and we also do like different kinds of shows, but it's comedy based.
Where can they find out more about that?
You can find us on Facebook. We do have a website as well. I believe it's narcissistanonymous.com. I don't know how active it is, but I know that we are on Facebook, Narcissists Anonymous.
That is so impressive. Alex, what side projects do you want to plug, since I've given kind of all this time to plug?
Come to the Mucky Duck. We do marketing.
Come to the Mucky Duck on 9th and Irving.
What's a Mucky Duck?
The Mucky Duck is a little friendly pub.
Oh, that's right. You do some bartending.
I'm the door guy, so I'll either let you in or not.
And you just got a promotion.
I'm in charge now. I'm in charge of all their like social media stuff. So.
Oh, okay. And you have an afro, and so people will know. I actually own the Blogspot blog that says friendswithfros.blogspot.com. So I post the Mike's Daily Podcast to that too. So you're a friend with a fro.
Yes, I am.
Anyway, we got sidetracked. Oh, I wanted to ask you about the song About to Burst. Now you've made some videos. What was that like, making the videos? I noticed they're in black and white. Was color too expensive?
No, I mean, I kind of can definitely...
Was Woody Allen filming you?
Kind of was more of the
visionary.
The visionary of those videos. I'll let her take that one.
I saw a video of us in black and white that I think Michael filmed from a show, and I thought, wow, we look really good in black and white. And so I think all of our videos should be in black and white. Forever.
But you have beautiful blonde hair. You can't really see that in the black and white.
I don't care.
And your eyes are blue.
Yeah.
You can't see that in the black and white.
No, you can't.
We gotta have some mystery.
Yeah.
And Alex's eyes are brown. Wait. Are they brown?
They're black, basically.
They're black. Oh my gosh, what an antithesis!
Yeah.
You've got the blue, and he's got the.
Two of us, like, what is going on?
You're like a perfect combination.
She's the little sister that I never wanted.
And I'll continue to make him not want me.
Aw, that's beautiful. Tell me about to Burst.
About to Burst. So that's interesting because Alex did write the chorus of that.
Right.
And
wait, so he wrote the chorus, and did you shape the song around the chorus, or how did that work?
He wrote the song structure and the lyrics to the chorus.
Oh, okay.
So we had the bare bones of it with the chorus. So then, yeah, I wrote on top of what he had already written.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I came up with the chorus and I liked it, but I couldn't think of any verses, or I kind of got writer's block. And so I was like, all right, well, we've never done this before, let's give it a shot. Kind of write the verses, try like then here's my idea of what the chorus is about and what these mean to me, but like take it in a different direction if you want. Like, so I'm like, that's the thing, is whenever I bring something to the table that I kind of have an idea of in my head, I always want to give everyone a chance to let them do their own thing. Like, Like I may be like, oh well, Chris, try this drum part kind of thing, but that might